Hey there, welcome to Rusty's Sudoku Stream. I am Rusty, and we've got a medium Sudoku puzzle number 748 to solve here. As soon as I hit the validate button, it will either start the game or tell me any errors. No errors, so you get 20 seconds here to grab a screenshot if you want, print, do a attempt to solve while I stream this, and you can leave me notes or comments. But hey, there's an obvious bit that needs to go there. All right, there's 25 seconds. So let's go another 5, just to give everybody up. All right, so one of these two is going to be a 1. I've got 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities there, 3. Oh, 6 possibilities here, 3 here, 3, 4 here. All right, 2s. One of these two will be a 2. One of these two is going to be a 2. Got 2 possibilities here. Currently, I've got 5 possibilities here. We'll come back to that. 5 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. On to 3s. We've got 2 possibilities for 3 here. 4 possibilities here. All 6 of these are possible. Here I've got 5 possibilities and 4 possibilities. We've got 6 possibilities there and 4 here. So on to 4s. One of these two is going to be a 4. Here I've got 4 possibilities. 5 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. These two and this one. This one and these two. For 3 possibilities there. 5 possibilities here. So on to 5s. Got a 5 here. 2 possible 5s here because this and this 5 are blocking out this stuff, as well as this one blocking out this one. Here we've got 3 possibilities. Got 3 possibilities here. Two possibilities here, and 2 possibilities here. That means up here we actually only have these 2 possibilities for 5. All right, 6s. There's 6 here, 6 here. That means one of these two is going to be a 6 with the 4s that are possible there. All right, these are blocked, these are blocked. So we've got these 2 that can be 6s. Can't be a 5. All right, over here, I've got 4 possibilities so far. I've got 2 possibilities for a 6 here. Let's not eliminate the 5s yet. Over here, we've got 2 possibilities. But this one can't be a 6, so that's a 6. These 2 being the only possible ones in this square mean that can't be a 6. Over here, we end up... Nope, we're locked in there. All right. What's 7s? Got a 7 here. And that looks like it's the only 7 on the board. That means I've got 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 5 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 7 possibilities here, and 5 possibilities here. So let's go to 8. One of these two is an 8. Down here I've got 4 possibilities, 3 possibilities, 3 possibilities, 4 possibilities here, and 5 possibilities here. All right, 9s. This one's going to be a 9, which turns that into a 2. We'll address these in just a couple of minutes. Get a 9 here, 2 possibilities at a 9 there, 2 possibilities at a 9 there, 3 here. All right, back to this square. We've got 2 squares, or 2 cells, means one number each can go into those. One of those is going to be a 3, and one is going to be a 7. That means none of these can be 7, so we end up with 3 possibilities here for a 7, 3 possibilities here for a 7. Likewise for 3s, we've got 3 possibilities for a 3 here and 4 here. All right. So we ended up with a 4-6 pair here. And there's nothing saying this can't be an 8 or a 1. Well, I'm going to tag this as 8 and 1, the only possibilities. Because it can't be either a 4 or 6, can't be a 7 or 3, can't be a 9, 2, or 5. So 1 or 4 and 6 are the only things left. All right. We now have 2 possibilities for a 1 there, and that gives me 2 possibilities for a 1 there. 2s, I've got 3 possibilities. I've got 3 possibilities for 4, 5, and 6 are givens. Still have 4 possibilities for a 7. 2 possibilities for an 8, though, and that gets down to 2 possibilities for a 7. It also narrows down, gives us just the 2 possibilities for a 2, and 2 possibilities for a 4. So this can't be a 4. This is going to be a 5. Not a 5 here. One of these two will be 5. The 6 here is the issue there. It means that all that was left here was the 5. All right. It did take some bites out of things, didn't it? All right. Besides the 2, 1. So 3s are possible here and up here. 4. Got a 5 here, 6. So we've got possible 7 there, 2 possibles there. And we've got this as possible 8, and these two both could potentially be an 8. All right. Come around here, other places, see if we've got anything else we can lock in. 6, 5, 8, 9. Two is going to be one of these 4. One of these two. All right, that'll help eventually. The threes, how about fours? We've got these 4 for 4. And these 4s, a potential 4. Okay, 5s, we've got these 2. And everything else is taken care of. 6s. And one already marked. 7s. All of these could maybe a 7. 8 and 9. That tells me this is possibly a 7. Let's check this out again. Now 7 or 2. Okay. All right, I think at this point I'm going to just go ahead and do the flood fill solution or system. So one of these 3 is going to be a 3. It's 1s, 2, 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and 7. This one, not so much. They're going to be down here. 8. And we got a 9, so that fills that. Here we got 1, 2s. One of these 2 is a 3. 4s. 5s. 6. 7s. 8 and 9. All right. 1s. 2s. Oh, none of those can be a 3. There's a 3 already in the square. 4s. And 5. One of these 2 is a 6. Everything has the possibility of being a 7. 4 possibilities for an 8. And we've got a 9. Locked in there. Let's tidy up this. 2s. Everything could potentially be a 3. We've got 3 places potentially a 4. 3 potentially a 5. Actually, no, this one's already docked out down here. 6 is given. 4 possibilities for a 7. We got an 8, and that means we need to put a 9 in one of these 3 square or cells. All right, down here we've got 3 possibilities for a 1. Got a 2. I've got a whole bunch of possibilities for 3, but not all of them, just 5 possibilities. We've got 3 possibilities for 4, 5, given 4 possibilities for 6, 4 possibilities for a 7, not an 8 there, 4 possibilities for an 8, and 2 possibilities for a 9 already marked. Okay, we're down to the bottom row. So we got a pair of possible 1s there, and a possible 8s. So these 8s go be cleaned up. And then over here, 2s, 4s, and 7s. In here, we've got 6 possible. Okay, these can't be 1s. those can be, though. Possible 2s. Threes. Got the 2 possible 4s here already. 2 possible 5s are earmarked. 2 possible 6s are earmarked with the 4s. And that means one of these 3 is a 7. We've got a possible 8 there. And these 2 are also possible 8s. And we've got a 9. All right, that's locked. That's locked up tight now. And let's see, 1s. Like I've got 4 possible 1s. Got a 2. 4 possible 3s. 4 is a given. 2 possible 5s marked. 2 possible 6s marked. 7 is given. 3 possible 8s. And 2 possible 9s. And that looks to be all I can do at this point. So let's see if I can find anything that I've narrowed down to just a single possibility. So 3, 7, 3, 7, 5, 7, 5, 3, 7, 1, 3, 7, 8, 3, 1, 8. Ah, 8 and 1. These cannot be 7s. 7, 4, or 2. Because none of these can be 1 or 8. And we've got 1 and 8s locked in here. So 1, 8 there. 7, 4. 7, 4, 2. 7, 4, 5, 2, 7, 5. Singleton 1 here. That's valid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yes, it is valid. That's the 1. That means that's not. That's not. None of these are. There's this into a 3, this into a 9. We can clean up that up here. Also cleaned up the 9s and the 3s and stuff in here. Clean up the 3s across. This becomes an 8. This is a 1. This becomes an 8. Up here we get a 1. And we can clean up the 8s here. This becomes an 8. Not a 1 here. 7, 3 pair. We get a 2 down here. 1 here. 2 here. Clean up the 1. Clean up the 2. 7, 3 pair now. this can no longer be an 8, nor this. So this is an 8, 5, and 6. So clean up the 5 there, clean up the 6 here. That becomes a 4 and a 6 down here. With a 2 here, 7 here, 4. Oh, that's not going to work. Not a 2. Not a 4. This becomes the 4. That can't be a 7 for some reason. What 4? So we got 7, 3, 7, 3. That makes this not a 7. This is a 5, this is a 7, and this is what remains. Looks like it's a 2. All right. Not an 8 there or there. Not 6 is here. One of these two will be a 6. Along with one of these two being a 6. Ah, 2 here and here. One of these two is going to be a 2, so that makes this a 2. All right. 1, 8, 7, 3, 7, 4, 1, 7, 3, 8, 4, 3. Oop. No, 7, 6. Never mind. 7, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7, 4. Well, let's try this as a 4. Makes this a 7. Not a 7, not a 7, not a 7. Not a 7, that becomes a 3. Number 3, that becomes a 1. 8. And 4 here. Clean up the 4s here. Don't have to clean up 1s. Clean up the 4s over here. And we end up with a 9 here, a 6 here, not a 6, not a 1, 3 and 8. That makes this a 1, as did the, actually got an 8 down here. This is not a 6, so that's a 6. This is not a 3, it's a 7. 7, 4 pair here. See if we can tidy that up. So not a 3 here, or here, or here. That makes this into a 7. So not a 7 here or here. That's a 5. This is a 9. Not a 9 there. Neither of these can be 7. Or 9 are not an issue here. 5 is an issue here. That becomes a 7, 3, 7, 3, 7 down here. Clean up these 7s here. This becomes 4. This is 7. So now we can remove that 4. That becomes a 4. This becomes a 2, a 3, a 5, a 2, and a 3 up here. 25 minutes and 40 seconds today. Not too bad. Not great, but we'll look forward to trying tomorrow as we move up to hard puzzles tomorrow. Actually, today, but I won't be doing it until sometime tomorrow, possibly sometime shortly after midnight tonight, or depending upon how I'm feeling, maybe it will be again sometime in the morning tomorrow. Otherwise, 25 minutes and 40 seconds. I wish you a wonderful day. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.